Isaiah 9. Nevertheless, the gloom of the distressed land will not be like that of the former times, when he humbled the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali. But in the future he will bring honor to the way of the sea, to the land east of the Jordan, and to Galilee of the nations. The people who walk in darkness will see a great light. Those who live in a land of darkness, the light will shine on them. You shall multiply the nation. You shall increase their joy. They will rejoice in your presence, as they rejoice at harvest time, as they rejoice when they divide the spoils. For you will break the yoke of their slavery, and lift the heavy burden from their shoulders. You will break the oppressor's rod, just as you did when you destroyed the army of Midian. For a child will be born to us, a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. There will be no end to the increase of his government or of peace. He will reign on the throne of David and over his kingdom, to establish it and to uphold it with justice and righteousness from then on and forevermore. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will accomplish this. Isaiah 59. A Redeemer will come to Zion, and to those in Jacob who turn from transgression, declares the Lord. Isaiah 53. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows, acquainted with deepest grief. We turned our backs on him and looked the other way. He was despised, and we did not value him. But he was pierced because of our transgressions, crushed because of our iniquities. Punishment for our peace was on him, and we are healed by his stripes. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. We all have turned to our own way. Yet the Lord has caused the iniquity sins of us all to fall on him. As a result of the anguish of his soul. He will see all that is accomplished and be satisfied. By his knowledge, the righteous one, my servant, will justify many, and he will carry their iniquities. Therefore, I will allot him a portion with the great, and he will divide the spoils with the mighty, because he poured out himself to death, and was counted among the transgressors. Yet he himself bore the sin of many, and interceded for the transgressors. Jeremiah 31. Behold, days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not like the covenant which I made with their fathers in the day I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, my covenant which they broke, although I was a husband to them, declares the Lord. But this is the covenant which I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my law within them, and on their heart I will write it, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. No longer will one teach his neighbor or his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, declares the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity and their sin. I will remember no more. Hebrews 2. Therefore, he had to be made like his brethren in all things, so that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make propitiation, atonement, sacrifice for the sins of the people. Romans 11. I say then, they did not stumble so as to fall, did they? May it never be. But by their transgression, salvation has come to the Gentiles, to make Israel jealous. Now, if their transgression brings riches for the world, and their failure riches for the Gentiles, how much more will their full number bring? But I am speaking to you who are Gentiles. Inasmuch then as I am an apostle of Gentiles, I magnify my ministry, if somehow I might move to jealousy my fellow countrymen and save some of them. For if their rejection brings reconciliation to the world, what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? For I do not want you, brethren, to be uninformed of this mystery, so that you will not feel wise in your own opinion, that some of the people of Israel have hard hearts. But this will only last until the full number of the Gentiles has come in. And in this way, all Israel will be saved. Just as it is written, the deliverer will come from Zion. He will remove godlessness from Jacob. And this will be my covenant with them when I take away their sins. Hebrews 2. Therefore, he had to be made like his brethren in all things, so that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make propitiation, atonement, sacrifice for the sins of the people.